Welcome to the KIC booth here at SMT AI. I'm joined by old friend and colleague MV Allen. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Trevor. Thank you.
So, obviously, you won an award for the starter kit last
Very
night.
excited about that. That's been fabulous, and it was a wonderful event. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you. We're moving a step forward from this now because you brought out another new product that it's available here, the KIC RPI 4.0.
Correct.
Well, we all understand the 4.0 bit, so explain a little bit more about the RPI system.
Sure. So, as we know, in this country, we're trying to push smart factories, Industry 4.0, and we have a bit of a different mix of customers than what you may see in Europe and in Asia. So we have a lot of small, medium-sized companies besides the big guys. So our starter kit was great because it allowed people to put their first foot forward and get started with a package. And we've taken that one step further into our RPI i4.0, which is basically our automatic system with a built-in smart factory. Right. So software-based, and a customer can purchase this for a very low price, start already using our automatic systems, and get the benefit of being able to take the data that we have already been collecting for years and years and the ability to output it, and now output it for smart factory use.
Right, so you're talking about the automatic systems that you've got built into the ovens already, communicating with this software, which can then communicate with CFX or any of these other...
Absolutely. So, everyone has a different methodology for collecting data, right? It could be a third-party system, it could be their own homegrown system, and it could be some data or it could be a lot of data. So this gives the customer the opportunity of choosing what information they want to put out, specifically related to the boards as they're being manufactured and the process for reflow or curing or wave soldering, and now feed that information into a database. That database can now be accessed from anywhere and in any way the customer wants to retrieve that data, whether they want to use it for better planning, whether they want to use it for optimization, or just actually dig in and get information for a customer. So it's all there, it's all available, it's all mobile.
Okay. Just inform us a little bit about what sort of data you're collecting. What typically are you collecting from the oven at the moment?
So what we're doing is when a customer has a product and they run a profile to make sure the product's in spec at the beginning before they start manufacturing, then what we're able to do is take that data, utilizing our sensors that are in the oven, and create what we call a virtual profile for each and every product as it goes through. And of course, now with so much traceability requirements, if they're barcoding, we can incorporate that barcode data into our profiles. So if they ever had a field failure, or a customer just wanted to know something, you can just put in that barcode, and wherever it was built, anywhere in the factory, on any oven at any time, you retrieve that profile. So customer will have all the information at their fingertips.
Right. So you get full traceability.
We can incorporate even now to some degree O2 information, or if they're not yet using barcoding and they're just doing lots, we can have all of that available for them.
So at the moment, in the current situation, before we get CFX rolling out, do you currently have to write software patches a lot to be able to work with lots of different types of equipment?
So we output our data in some very standard forms, and so that data will be output to a server software, and Microsoft SQL Server software as an example, and then that customer can utilize it in their own format or get that information in their own format. And obviously now with so many different formats, we're advancing and working with different types as well, like you mentioned, CFX.
Well, I know you're on the committee, MB, to help develop CFX, which is great. So tell us a little bit about. I believe we're looking at almost a December rollout. That's what we're hoping for.
That's true. We had our meeting on Monday, and we've made quite a bit of progress with messaging, and we have quite a few companies internationally now that want to be involved in this. So once it becomes a standard and it's voted on, then any company that would like to start to utilize that format can do so and work with their customers, and their customers can get the data. So I'm a strong believer in it. I think it will benefit, especially for the types of customers that don't want to spend a lot of money for a personalized system. They can at least get, if nothing else, basic information to help them produce product better. You know?
It's been needed for a while. It really brings standardization into the factory space. But I mean, it's a really exciting time.
I think what is a big misunderstanding is that many customers here in the U.S. are under the impression that either A, it's a European initiative and they're going to have to do this, or B, it's going to cost me a fortune, or C, I have to do all of these things and all this work to get there. And the reality is I don't think they're looking at the benefits that they will get from that. And so building a product and using automation, when we've had so many changes in the industry with different people, people are getting older, we're getting a more mature industry. So automation is a wonderful way of doing it. Improving your processes, building better product, and saving a lot of money. And that makes you competitive. And if you can give a customer a better product and remain competitive, that benefit it's going to pay for itself very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, there's somebody said yesterday, we were talking about AI, and they were saying that AI is going to be the methodology of being able to transfer all that knowledge from us older people as we leave the industry, because the machines are going to retain it.
It's true. It's absolutely true. And I wish people would understand that it's not a threat. It's not an unnecessary expense. It's a huge advantage to every manufacturer to make their processes, their product better, more efficient, more effective. And I just think it's a great idea.
Yeah, so too. And CFX is free, which is good too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, anyway, MB, thank you very much for joining us today. Great to see the new product, the RPI i 4.0. Okay.
It's basically, RPI is reflow process inspection, so just as there's inspection at various stations on the line, we're doing the inspection in the oven.
Great. Okay, well, thanks for the update.
My pleasure.
Nice to see you joining us today.